Hilary is still an active hurricane that is continuing to travel the Atlantic Ocean. It is currently located near Colombia and is slowly making its way towards the Caribbean region. Hilary is classified as a Category 1 hurricane, a less intense storm than what is typically seen in the Caribbean. The winds of the storm are a maximum speed of 105 miles per hour and they are expected to stay intact in the current trajectory. Hilary is the 8th named storm of this hurricane season and is rapidly strengthening. The storm is expected to reach its peak strength by the end of this week and will remain at least a Category 1 until it moves further away from the Caribbean. Hilary is expected to avoid making landfall. However, strengthening wind speeds and strong rains are expected near the Caribbean, leading to flooding and other hazardous conditions. The National Hurricane Center, NHC, is constantly tracking the storm's movements and updates on its progress are released at a consistent rate. It is important for locals to stay informed of this storm and take proper precautions. Currently, Hilary is projected to move away from the Caribbean and pass by the east coast of the United States. This would mean that major storms could occur on the U.S. coastline. Coastal towns and cities in the U.S. are urged to be on high alert for the storm as well as prepare for potential disaster. Hilary is also likely to bring high tides, strong winds, and heavy rainfall in addition to causing rip currents and coastal flooding. People living near the coast should take all necessary precautions. The storm's strong winds and intense rains could cause significant damage to structures, crops, and other areas that may be impacted by the hurricane. Hilary is an unpredictable storm and its trajectory could change at any time. It is important to stay updated on the storm's progress and ensure you are prepared for any potential disasters. The NHC is monitoring Hilary and has issued warnings and advisories to residents and travelers within the Caribbean and the east coast of the U.S. There is potential for coastal flooding due to the high tides and rip currents created by the storm. Residents near the coast should take caution. Preparations should include having an emergency kit on hand in case evacuation is necessary, secure windows and other structures, and fill containers with water. Hilary is still a Category 1 hurricane but is projected to drop to a tropical storm within the coming days. It is currently located off the coast of Colombia, moving away from the Caribbean. The NHC is expecting the storm to intensify before it moves out of the Caribbean region and away from the United States. The storm is bringing high winds and heavy rains, which could cause significant flooding and other hazardous conditions in the Caribbean and on the U.S. East Coast. Residents of coastal areas should take all necessary precautions in order to ensure safety during the storm. This includes creating an emergency plan, having a first aid kit, and preparing for the worst. Hilary is the 8th named storm of the 2017 hurricane season and is expected to be one of the strongest storms of the year. The NHC is providing regular updates on the storm's progression and is working to inform locals of the potential impact of this storm. Hilary is still an active hurricane with winds up to 105 miles per hour and is expected to reach its peak strength by the week's end. The storm has been making its way through the Atlantic and is currently located just north of Colombia. Hilary is tracking toward the Caribbean region, bringing with it strong rains and potential flooding. The storm's high winds and rip currents could cause significant damage to structures and crops, as well as cause loss of life. The NHC is urging people to take all necessary precautions in order to stay safe during the storm. This includes staying updated on the progress of the storm, preparing for the worst, and having a plan in place in case of evacuation.